Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Breckenridge, Minnesota, home of the Cowgirls. And tonight they take on the visitors from Hawley. The Hawley Nuggets are here taking on the undefeated Breckenridge Cowgirls in high school volleyball action. Welcome, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, watching Three Borders Sports Network, 3BSN. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined here by head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson. Thanks for joining me again, Coach.
Nice to be here.
Three Borders to the test. We apologize, folks, for coming on a little bit toward the start of the game here. We had a little bit of internet connection issues, but going strong now, so hopefully you enjoy the game here. We're going to get into the anthem here in about 6 seconds and the starting lineup, so we'll have that. We want to welcome everybody to the Wahpeton Daily News pregame show. Wahpeton Daily News bringing sports and news stories to your area. The Wahpeton Daily News, our pregame sponsor. And I believe we'll be turning it over to the PA announcer here shortly for the national anthem and the starting lineups. And we'll cover the starting lineups too, as well as the teams go out to the field again, or to the court. And we're going to try and make this happen here. A little bit different setup here for us in Breckenridge. We had a late call from Margaret this afternoon, and she asked us to come over, and we put it together in a hurry, and here we are. So we appreciate everybody for joining us. All right, we'll take a little pause here, and we will let PA announcer cover, and we will have our national anthem. All right, there was your national anthem as we honor America and the United States and all of our military members past and present, all of them overseas and at home here. We honor all of our military veterans. We're going to start out with the Thrivent starting lineups brought to you by Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Your starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Hawley Nuggets. Number 1, Taylor Reap, she's a senior. Number 5, Anna Steer, a sophomore, middle hitter. Number 6 is going to be Alex Eilertson, a junior setter. Number 7 is Grace Fleming, she's an outside hitter. She's a junior. Number 8, Faith Rusted, she's an outside hitter, and she is also a junior. And then it's Maria Vetter, she's a senior outside hitter. So there's your starting lineups for the Hawley Nuggets. The Hawley Nuggets head coach Kathleen Rusted. Sounds like they're giving her a happy birthday wishes, I believe. I couldn't quite hear the PA announcer, but I think that's what she said, that it was her birthday. So happy birthday to Kathleen Rusted. Assistant coaches Kaylee Strand, Shannon Olson, Nicole Martin, and Carrie Vetter are your assistant coaches for the Hawley Nuggets. Now, the Breckenridge Cowgirls, led by head coach Margaret Wilson, assisted by Alicia Finkrel, Melissa Johnson, and Brianna Dower. Those are your coaches for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. The starting lineups for the Cowgirls. Abby Johnson gets the start wearing number 1. She's a sophomore outside hitter. Karsi Materi wearing number 2. She's a junior, and she's a setter. Jude Held wearing number 6, a senior middle hitter. Number 9, Cameron Kaler, a junior outside hitter. The starting libero, Riley Finkrell, wearing number 10. She's a junior. Number 11, Grace Konzemius, a senior middle hitter. And number 12, Anna Erickson, a junior middle hitter. So there's some height there. We don't have any heights on the on either of the rosters, so I can't give you a height of each player, but there is your Thrivent starting lineups brought to you by Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. We also want to thank OSPTI being our injury report sponsor. For all your sports-related injuries, contact OSPTI. We're just about ready to go here, Coach.
Should be a good one. You got a small school playing against a little bigger school.
That's right. I was going to mention there, too. Yep, that's a good call there, Brian. Being we were a little bit late coming on, that was part of my pregame stuff. And, Hawley's coming in here in 8AA. They're both in the HOL. Hawley comes in the 8AA, and I was told that their record is 3-2. But then the 6A Breckenridge Cowgirls coming in here at 4-0. 3-0 in the conference here in the HOL conference, and Coach Margaret Wilson's having a good season so far with her Cowgirls. All right, the referees are getting the starting lineups pretty well set. Again, thanks for joining us here on 3BSN, Three Borders Sports Network. You can find us on the YouTube channel. Hopefully that's where you found us. We also have a Facebook page. We want to welcome any Hawley fans that are tuning in as well. Thank you for tuning in and watching 3BSN. I'm Joel Schreiner alongside Brian Watson. So the officials are still walking around getting the starting lineups all set here. Again, the Hawley Nuggets in white jerseys with maroon and gold trim with their black shorts and black. Most of them are wearing they're all black and white shoes. On the Breckenridge side, they're all in green tops, white numerals trimmed in black, and black shorts with white tennis shoes. So again, the officials making sure the final starting lineups are correct. As Finkrell comes in now for Konzemius before we get started. So once again, we want to thank you for all joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. We want to thank all of our sponsors, the Wahpeton Daily News, OSPTI right here in Breckenridge, and other locations. Thrivent with Will Ulick, RDO Equipment here in Breckenridge, Richland IFC, Scott's Electric, Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard, and we've got the first serve. Abby Johnson with the attack. Picked up there well by the Nuggets. There's an attack there. Nice dig by Finkrell. It's back over to the Nuggets. Little tap, and it goes out of bounds. And it was a tap there by Faith Rusted. Just falls out of bounds. It was a close call there, but it was whistled out. So Abby Johnson's going to go back for her first serve of the night. The Cowgirls lead on the Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard, 1-0. Abby gets it in. Nice pickup there in the deep by Grace Fleming, but not quite able to handle it. She dived up for that one. Not able to handle it. It goes off the side, and Breckenridge Cowgirls take the lead 2-0. And back with the serve again. Jump serve. Right-hander gets it over just right in the middle of the court. Over with the ball are the Nuggets. Jude Held now with that kill. Picked up well there by the Nuggets. Eilertson. There's a set over to Cameron Kaler. And it goes out of bounds, and it is a point for the Nuggets. So the score is 2-1 on your Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard. Welcome once again. Joel Schreiner alongside Brian Watson. Brian's still doing some technical stuff off to the side here, so we'll hear from him shortly. And they had to go retrieve the ball that went way back in the corner. And Katie Todd's going to serve for the Nuggets. Standing right center court. And she serves. Set there by Materi. And we're getting over is Fleming. Again, Materi sets. The kill by Anna Erickson. 3 hits there for the Nuggets. Abby Johnson bumps. And a block attempt at the net goes out of bounds. And they're going to say that was a Breckenridge Cowgirl point. So going back to serve now for the Cowgirls is Anna Erickson as they lead 3-1. Erickson serves. Picked up in the back row by Todd. Kill there. Attempted by Vetter. And there's a point for the Nuggets, or excuse me, for the Cowgirls. Makes it 4-1. I want to thank Gripper Sports for being one of our sponsors too on Dakota Avenue. They've got all of your favorite team's apparel. Erickson to serve again, leading 4-1. Nice running spike and a nice kill there, and that was by Grace Fleming, the junior from Hawley. Makes the point for the Nuggets, and they trail 4-2. Going back to serve now, Maria Vetter starts out way deep, way outside the basketball court. Finkrel, Materi to Held. And it's blocked and a point. Comes back over to the Nuggets again, so they trail now 4-3. Again, Vetter with the serve. John sets up Jude Held. She's got to go over with it on the third attempt. And nice save there by Fleming. Grace Gonzemius puts it back. And a nice kill there attempt by Fleming. She's going to try it again. Gets it over to the far side. Abby Johnson dives for it. Can't quite come up with it, and it's a point for the Nuggets. They tie it up at 4. Abby Johnson just not quite able to get there in time to get that one up in the air. Maria Vetter back to serve again. She goes way deep with it. Abby Johnson bumps it. Materi's got to go over with it on the third hit. There's a kill attempt there by Steer. Far side. Blocked at the net by the Nuggets. Now Jude Held with her kill. Set by Todd. That one goes out, and it's a point for the Cowgirls. They lead 5-4. And substitutions coming in for the Cowgirls. It's going to be Sophie Larson coming in, and also Tori Undum. Going back to serve for the Cowgirls is going to be Sophie Larson, junior, for the Cowgirls. The right-hander puts it in the air. Gets it over the net. Todd picks it up. Set. And the kill attempt there by Steer. And this time they go wide with that. Larson. And not able to come up with it. And it's going to be a point for the Nuggets. And they tie it up at 5. So we're tied at 5 here in set number 1. Back to serve for the Nuggets is Faith Rusted. Cameron Kaler with the point. It was tipped there by the Nuggets, and it'll be a point to the Cowgirls. And going back to serve now for the Cowgirls is going to be Cameron Kaler. Cowgirls lead 6-5. Kaler serves from the far side. Set. And a little tap over the net. Gonzemius there to block it and put it back in. We got the Nuggets into the net. I believe it's going to be called on Steer, so it's a point for the Cowgirls. They go up by 2 now, 7-5. Cameron Kaler serves. Well, just a little bit too hot there. A little bit for the Nuggets, and Gonzemius went and put that one away just like a dunk on a basketball. So Grace Gonzemius using her height there, put that one away in a hurry. Cowgirls lead 8-5. Little tap on the net there, and Larson tries to dig it and save it, and it goes on the wrong side of the antenna, and it's a point for the Nuggets. So it's 8-6 lead for the Cowgirls here in set number 1. Back to serve for the Nuggets, Fleming. Abby Johnson with the kill. It's picked up, hits the rafters, and the third hit goes over. And that was a bump there by Reap to get it over the net. Nice kill attempt there by Undum. And that one just goes up a little bit too high there for Eilertson. And it is a point for the Cowgirls. They lead 9-6 here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Finkrell to serve. There's a kill picked up nicely on the other side by Kaler. Abby Johnson with the kill picked up on this side by Better. And a nice run there by the Cowgirls gets them another point. They lead 10-6. In the first set here, the Cowgirls lead 10-6 over the Hawley Nuggets. Finkrell to serve. The left-hander puts it over the net. And not quite able to handle that one. Right away there was Maria Vetter. And it goes right off her hand and down to the floor. Point for the Cowgirls. They lead 11-6 now. The Cowgirls starting to stretch it out. Finkrell with a nice serve right up by the net again. Larson with the set to Erickson, and it goes right into the net, so it'll be a point for the Nuggets. And they trail by 4 now, 11-7. Back to serve for the Nuggets. Anna Steer, a sophomore for the Nuggets. The right-hander puts it over the net, and a little miscommunication there by Kaler and Finkrell. They both thought it was going to go deep, but accidentally, I think Finkrell touched it and went out of bounds for the point for Hawley, so it's now 11-8. So back to serve again is Anna Steer. Finkrell. Larson over to the other side to Abby Johnson. She puts it in. Nice pick up there by the Nuggets. Over to the near side. Reap with the kill, but picked up by the Cowgirls. That one just goes out of bounds there by Undum. Just wide a little bit, so it'll be a point to the Nuggets now. They trail by 2, 11-9. Once again, Steer back to serve. Finkrell digs. From way back there, the Cameron Kaler. Over the near side again, Reap, and that's going to go way out. She just got underneath that one a little bit and put it too far and too deep for Taylor Reap, and it's going to be a point, and the serve goes back to the Cowgirls. Coming back in now is Carsey Materi along with Jude Held. Back in for the Cowgirls. Back to serve is going to be Carsey Materi, the junior. Right-hander. Set up on the other side. Left-handed kill blocked at the net there well by Eilertson. A nice kill attempt there, but that one's going to drop in. And that is a point for the Nuggets as Reap puts it in just inside the out-of-bounds mark. 12-10 in favor of the Cowgirls right now in set number 1. Going back to serve is going to be Eilertson. And she just had the kill attempt at the net there. The left-hander serves. Goes in, picked up there by Kaler. Coming way over to get it is Abby Johnson. She had to get it back across. Nice spot over there. I believe that was by Faith Rusted. With that kill over into the corner, into the opposite corner. Nice kill there by Rusted. 12-11. Cowgirls lead by 1. Back to serve again. Eilertson gets it in. Picked up by Abby Johnson. Eilertson up in the front row. Kill there by Vetter. And we got a point for the Nuggets. That one got up into the rafters. 12-12, we're tied on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. So the Nuggets were down by 5. They fought their way back to tie it up. It is 12-12. That one goes out, so now the Cowgirls take the lead again on that serve. That went a little bit too deep there by Alex Eilertson. Abby Johnson gets her second chance at serving now for the Cowgirls. The right-handed sophomore puts it across the net. Bump there by Reap. And that one, a kill there from the middle of the court. Grace Fleming puts it in. Cowgirls unable to handle it, and we're tied again at 13. So back to serve now for the Nuggets. Katie Todd. The low barrel puts it up. Over the other side, Cameron Kaler puts it in. Kill attempt picked up by Finkrell. Materi sets up Jude Held and picked up there by Eilertson. Now she's going to come up into the front row and tap it in, and she finds a spot just where the Cowgirls are. And that gives the Hawley Nuggets their first lead of the set here, I believe, 14-13. So partway through, the Nuggets come up and take the lead. Finkrell taps it up to Materi. Over to the other side. Good block at the net there by the Nuggets. Jude Held's going to put it over. Picked up there by Todd. Over for the kill attempt by Fleming, goes out of bounds, and once again we are tied, this time at 14 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Grace Conzemius comes back in for the Cowgirls as Finkrell goes out. Serving for the... And with the ace is Anna Erickson. He's going to go back and serve again, and the Cowgirls take the lead again, 15-14. So everybody wearing masks here tonight at Cowgirl Gymnasium. Erickson with the serve. Picked up there on the dig by Fleming. Over to the far side. Rusted, and nice try there, but not being able to come up with it was Erickson. And guess what? We're tied again at 15, so another tie as we are tied at 15. So going back to serve for the Nuggets is going to be Maria Vetter. Right in the middle of the court, way off the basketball court, and comes forward. A dig there by Finkrell. This time a set to Materi. And over on the far side, Cameron Kaler puts it away for the point and the kill. 16-15, Cowgirls lead by 1. Coming out is Sophie Larson. Or excuse me, going in is Sophie Larson, and going into the game also is Tori Undum. And Larson will go back to serve Cowgirls. She gets it across. Just a little tap over the net there by Fleming. And Cameron Kaler gets the point on that kill there, unable to handle it on the Nugget side. Puts the Cowgirls up by 2, 17-15. Coming toward the closing moments of set number 1. Larson puts it over the net, dug out there by Todd. Going over the net's Fleming. Larson sets up Undum. Good save there by the Nuggets. Finkrell. Again, setting up Kaler. She goes deep with it. Picked up by Vetter. Across the net, Fleming. A little tap and a good shot there. Good read at the net there by Tori Undum for the point with the Cowgirls. Puts the Cowgirls up by 3 now in set number 1. Good read by Tori Undum as she came up to the net and saw the Nuggets crashing defensively, and she put it right behind him. Larson with the serve and the ace. Just gets inside the line for the ace. Puts the Cowgirls up by 4, 19-15. Got a whistle out on the floor here. So we will take a little break. We will take a break. And when we come back, we'll have more of set number 1. The Cowgirls lead 19-15 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all Wahpeton sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net.
Larson with the serve, and Cameron Kaler killed that one, but it just went out of bounds for the point for the Nuggets as they trail by 3 now as we came back to action here a little bit late. Serving for the Nuggets is Rusted. I'll set up to Undum. Over with the left-handed on the second hit. Again, the Nuggets just a little bit too strong on the kill attempt there by Steer. Goes a little bit long, and the Cowgirls first to hit 16. Kaler serves. Just a little tap at the net, not quite far enough over for Grace Fleming. That'll be a point for the Cowgirls as they lead 21-16. Kaler with the serve and a 5-point lead. Left-handed kill there by Eilertson, not quite in for the Nuggets. Didn't quite clear the net, so it'll be a 6-point lead now as the Cowgirls start to stretch it out, 22-16. So Kaler looking for the call from her coach. She gets it and serves. Rusted sets up, nice little set there from Rusted to steer for the point for the Nuggets. 22-17 is your score. Checking back in for the Nuggets is Eilertson. Back to serve is going to be Grace Fleming. Right-handed jump, goes deep, picked up there by Kaler. Now Abby Johnson with the kill. Blocked at the net there by the Nuggets. Nice job at the net there by Steer. And that one goes back to Finkel. She picks it up. Set there by Larson. Goes back over to Undum. And that one goes into the net. And unfortunately for the Nuggets, going through the net was Faith Rusted. So if they would have been able to recover, it wouldn't have been good for the Nuggets anyway. So right now the Cowgirls lead 23-17. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're still in set number 1. The Cowgirls 23. The Hawley Nuggets 17. So the Cowgirls have kept it going here. They were tied several times. Even I think the last tie that I had was 15 apiece. And now the Cowgirls have stretched out the lead. They've outscored the Nuggets 8-2 in their run here. And they're 2 points away from winning this first set. We've got a crowd here at Breckenridge High School. I would say probably in the 100 range, somewhere in there. And I see some Lady Husky volleyball players here cheering on their cohorts across the river. So Finkel's going back to serve. The Cowgirls leading. Set up to the near side, going over the net. Not quite over the net, but that one was Taylor Reap. So it'll be a 1 point away from a victory in set number 1 for the Cowgirls. They lead 24-17 as Finkel goes back to attempt the winning serve. She gets it over. Good spot with that one. Set the far side, and that's going to be a point for the Nuggets. And I believe, let's see, that was Eilertson on that kill. So with the point. Couldn't read her number until she turned. I apologize, Hawley fans. And a steer back to serve for the Nuggets. Gets it over the net. Finkel to Larson to Undum. Goes deep with it. Picked up well by Steer. And having to go over it with the net is Fleming. Abby Johnson with the kill and the point and the victory for the Cowgirls. So the Cowgirls take set number 1 by the score of 25-18 over the Hawley Nuggets. We will take a break and we will come back with set number 2. So on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, we'll take a break and we will be right back with set number 2 after these messages. The Cowgirls defeat the Nuggets 25-18.
Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Falls sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial.
Expert service for season-long performance. RDO does that in Breckenridge. Leaf and snow removal seasons challenge your equipment. Make sure it's prepared for the tasks ahead. At RDO, we'll perform all regularly scheduled maintenance and switch out attachments, so your John Deere and other brands will run at peak performance all season long. We'll even pick up and deliver your equipment. Talk about easy. Call 218-643-2601 to schedule service at RDO in Breckenridge.
At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Brian Watson. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. So we lost our feed, I guess, for a little bit. There might be another link out there. We apologize again. We're having trouble with the internet here in Cowgirl Gymnasium, and a point for the Cowgirls now puts them up 6-3 in set number 2. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulty here with the internet that we're having. Brian's been working hard here the whole game so far. That's why you haven't heard him on the broadcast yet. Oh, and a kill attempt there by Rusted, and it's blocked at the net by Konzemius, and Kaler goes right back into the Nuggets floor, and it's a point for the Cowgirls. They now lead 7-3. Back to serve is going to be Anna Erickson. Erickson puts it up, picked up over here on the near side, and up for the kill, blocked at the net by Konzemius. And again, another kill attempt by Fleming, and right back into the Nuggets side, and a point for the Cowgirls as they take an 8-3 lead on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Erickson back to serve again. Nice little run there for Anna Erickson. Picked up deep there by Todd. Nice dink over the net there for the Nuggets. Gets them a point, and they bring it back now 8-4. Going back to serve now for the Nuggets is Vetter. Right-hander serves, brings it in, picked up by Johnson. Carsey Materi to Jude Held, finds a spot where it's wide open. So Jude Held with the point on the little dink there, puts the Cowgirls back on the board. 9-4 lead now. And checking in for the Cowgirls is going to be Tori Undum as Materi comes to the bench. Larson also comes in for the Cowgirls. She's going to serve. Larson with the serve. Set to the backside. Abby Johnson picks it up. Larson comes up to set up Cameron Kaler, and it's in on the near side, just inside the line by Cameron Kaler with the kill and the point for the Cowgirls. They lead 10-4. Tori Larson back to serve again. She does get it in. Nice kill at the net there by Steer for the point for the Nuggets. Steer got up high and put it across into the Cowgirls sidelines. And it's a point for the Nuggets. Back to serve now for the Nuggets is going to be Rusted. They trail 10-5. Abby Johnson to Larson. Konzemius and a block at the net there. Steer get that block and right back into the Cowgirls side. And it's a point for the Nuggets. So Faith Rusted back to serve again. The Nuggets trail 10-6. That one's going to go deep. And Finkel wisely leaves it go. And it's a point for the Cowgirls, now up 11-6. Going back to serve, Cameron Kaler.
You having fun here, Joe?
Hey, buddy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm alive.
You are alive. Fans will be glad to hear you. Finkel with the dig. Larson with the set. Over to Abby Johnson. Nice spot for Abby Johnson. Nice little dink there by Abby. And the Nuggets now trail 12-6.
Good heads-up play there by Abby, able to see what's behind the defenders there and able to just find the hole.
Nice to have you back, bud.
Oh, I'm sweating a little bit here, Joe.
Yeah, you've had some work there for you. A little tap over the net by Fleming, and it's going to get the point as the Cowgirls couldn't come up with that one, and it's a point for the Nuggets. They trail 12-7. Got the scoreboard back up too, man?
Yeah, we got everything going. We went down the one camera here. It's pieced together, so.
You pieced it all together.
It's
Larson,
working well now.
Abby Johnson with the kill. It's in just inside the back line for the point. Abby Johnson coming alive here in set number 2, puts Cowgirls up 13-7.
Nice set there on the outside and just able to put her power behind it, and Hawley can't come up with it.
Anna Erickson comes in for the Cowgirls. Konzemius goes out. And Finkel unfortunately serves that one into the net for the Cowgirls. Gives the Nuggets a point, 13-8.
See if Hawley can kind of dig their way back in this one. They can slowly fall behind. And kind of tough to catch up with Breckenridge.
13-8. Steer with the serve. Abby Johnson puts it in just inside the back line, and having to hustle over for it was Steer. Couldn't quite get to it, and a point for the Cowgirls. Coming back in is Materi and Held for the Cowgirls. Larson and Erickson come to the bench. Get knuckles from Coach Wilson. Materi with the serve. Over on the far side. Little tap over the net there by Eilertson. Here's Abby Johnson with the kill, and it's tipped at the net. It'll be a point for the Cowgirls. On that block attempt there by Eilertson, goes out of bounds. So a good shot there by Abby Johnson.
Abby getting her done here so far early in the second one.
She's having a really good second set for sure. Checking in for the Nuggets is Marissa Ollis. So Materi back to serve for the Cowgirls. Hits it in. And right up at the net. And again, it was close to the net there. Erickson kind of put her hand in the mouth like, oops, but she did not get called for it. It was either the ball or her hand hit the net, but they say it was the ball, so a point to the Cowgirls, leading 16-8. Set, and it's a little tough to handle. That'll be too many hits there for the Nuggets. Checking back in for the Nuggets is going to be Eilertson. So the Cowgirls lead 17-8 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Materi gets it over the tape. Set to the near side, and it rolls over the top of the tape by Reap, and it follows in for the point.
There's one where the net's nice and tight and just kind of rolls right down the top of it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Back to serve for the Nuggets. Eilertson trailing 17-9. Abby Johnson digs. Set by Materi. Back to Abby Johnson. The right-hander puts some power behind that one. Kaler. Larson Jude Held. She's got to bump it up. Again, the Cowgirls doing a good job saving that one at the net. Finkel sets up to the front. Materi, nice rally going here. The Nuggets on the near side. Fleming. Rusted, excuse me. Now Abby Johnson, the right-hander kills. Saved by the Nuggets. Again, this side to Rusted. Materi sets up on the near side. Jude Held. Good rally going. The Nuggets near side. Rusted gets it in for the point. Good rally there. The Nuggets come out on top with the point. 17-10.
Yeah, nice job by both teams to keep that ball alive. Hawley just able to get a good shot down the line. Breck didn't have a defender there to kind of get in the way. And just a good shot to keep it in.
So Eilertson with the serve, trailing 17-10. Abby Johnson with the dig. They set up Abby. Abby, the right-hander. And a block, or an attempted dig there by Eilertson goes off the hot hands of Abby Johnson, and a point to the Cowgirls.
Yeah, Johnson not very big, but she can get up and she can put some power behind it, and just tough to handle when it comes off her hand.
She's going to serve. The right-hander gets it just a little bit too strong. She's been hitting those kill shots just very hard, and she got a little too strong in that serve, Brian.
A little too much power there. She heard me talking about power and put something behind it there.
Cowgirls lead 18-11. Back to serve. Katie Todd puts it into the net. Point for the Cowgirls. Late kills so far. Abby Johnson leading the way for the Cowgirls. Erickson, she goes a little bit serve again. 3 missed serves here, 2 by the Cowgirls, 1 by the Nuggets, going back and forth.
Well, Breckenridge is lucky they have a lead there. Those 3 could really hurt them, but they've been able to stay in front here.
Back to serve Vetter. Gets it over. Kaler back to Gonzimi. He's got a whistle. I believe it's a lift, and it's going to go back to the Nuggets for the point. So 19-13, Nuggets trying to close the lead.
Yeah, trying to do what they can to get back in it. Brett hurt themselves a little bit here with some unforced errors.
Better to serve. Goes deep with it. Johnson has to barely get that one. Third hit over is Kaler. Over to the near side, kill, and it's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Nice kill there by Grace Fleming, and the block at the net there by the Cowgirls did not prove that it was good, so it went out of bounds, 19-14.
Yeah, Hawley doing a good job of taking advantage of that free ball, able to get some power on the outside, and Breck in the right position, just not able to get the good bounce off the block.
Block at the net there by the Nuggets. Cowgirls save it. Set to the near side. By Steer. Finkrell's got to go over on the third hit. Over the far side this time. Kill attempt, and it hits the rafters as the Cowgirls couldn't quite control that one out of the kill attempt over on the far side. And it's a point for the Nuggets. They're closing the lead, 19-15.
Hawley not going to go away easy here in the second.
Better, and that one goes out. And what the Nuggets were looking for gives the Cowgirls a 20-15 lead here in set number 2 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard.
Yeah, you definitely want to just try and keep it in play. Hawley doing a good job of digging it out of there and keeping the ball alive, and then getting their opportunities and taking advantage there for a stretch.
Larson and Undum check in. Larson serves. Dig in the back row, and then going over with it is Steer. Kaler goes out on the kill, just wide. It'll be a point for the Nuggets, 20-16. Cameron just didn't quite have the aim right on that one, Brian.
Yeah, just missed there, not high enough on top of the ball to get that one in.
Rusted back to serve for the Nuggets. Gets it across the net to Finkrell. Larson sets up the near side. And putting it away is Tori Undum for the point for the Cowgirls. They go up 21-16.
Yeah, Breck needed that one. Need to kind of slow Hawley down a little bit there and get above 20 first.
Kaler serves. Picked up by Vetter. Over the net. And a nice little spot there by Steer. Puts it in a spot where it's tough to handle. And a point back to the Nuggets. Again, a 4-point lead for the Cowgirls here late in set number 2.
Yeah, Steer doing a good job finding an open spot there. Good heads up.
Grace Fleming back to serve. Kaler to Larson, over to Johnson. Got to go over with, and the net is Reap. Finkrell couldn't quite handle that one, and it'll be a point for the Nuggets. Now they trail by 3, coming back slow but sure.
Just trying to make it interesting here. Just not letting them get away.
And everybody here in the gymnasium is masked up here in Minnesota. Fleming with the serve. Johnson digs. Wants the ball back. She does kill, but just a little bit wide there as Grace Fleming was reaching for it, but wisely pulled her arm back. And we got a timeout on the floor. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, set number 2. The Breckenridge Cowgirls 21, the Hawley Nuggets 19. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the completion of set number 2.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric.
Hey, thanks to Perry Miller for tuning in. He just sent us a text, and appreciate that, Perry. Yeah, we had to cut back on our cameras, and we're down to 1 camera, but we're on a private network here in the Breckenridge Gymnasium. It's Abby Johnson with the kill. Johnson with her 9th kill. Abby Johnson getting it done for the Cowgirls. So, yeah, we're on a private network here, and we've got 1 camera. We're down to 1 camera. We usually have 3, but my technical master, Ryan Watson, got it figured out.
We're actually using our brain computer to film today.
And the Cowgirls put it right back on the Nuggets side there, and they take the lead now 23-19. So thanks, Perry, for tuning in. Yes, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We got a timeout on the floor here by the Hawley Nuggets. We'll keep it here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls lead 23-19 over the Hawley Nuggets. Again, the Breckenridge Cowgirls lead. They took the first set 25-18.
Yeah, I mean, they're tough. I mean, they got some power on the outside, got a little bit of size there with Grace Conzemius, and a lot of experience on this Breck team. And Hawley doing a good job here in the second to kind of dig back and make it tough. Breck had a nice lead in the middle part of the set, and Hawley able to dig back and get a few unforced errors on the Breck side, see if they can climb back in this and even things up.
Yeah, you look up and you see Abby Johnson just come alive here in the second set. She's got 9 kills for the Cowboys. Cameron Kaler's got 5. So the Cowgirls showing some power. Finkrell with the serve. Picked up well by Vetter. And the kill dig there, nice by Cameron Kaler, and it's going to go right back to Cameron. She's got to go over on the third hit. Set to the near side. Reep's going to go way deep with it, and that's going to be a point for the Cowgirls. Puts them 1 away from winning set number 2, leading 24-19. Finkrell gets the sign from the coach, Wilson. She puts it in deep, dug out there by Fleming. Reep's got to go over with it. Larson, quick set there to Erickson. The Nuggets dig it out well. Going over the net this time is Rusted. Larson sets up Abby Johnson way to the far side. Goes to the other side. Now Abby Johnson with the kill and blocked at the net nicely there by Anna Steer for the Nuggets. A sophomore getting up in the air and blocking at the net.
Yeah, Steer doing a great job there on defense. Abby Johnson's tough at the net. She can put it away, and Hawley doing a good job defending her there.
Steer with the serve. Larson sets up Erickson to Undum this side, excuse me.
That one might have made his way out there.
Far side set. And gets right in there, just in the line, out of the reach there of the Cowgirls. Eilertson with the point.
Hawley trying to be a tough out here in the second.
24-21. Cowgirls still lead by 3. Back to serve again is Anna Steer. Gets it over the net. Finkrell. Larson to Johnson with the kill and the point and the set win, as she gets double digits now for kills with 10 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Set number 2. The Breckenridge Cowgirls defeat the Hawley Nuggets 25-21, and we'll be right back with set number 3 coming up after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. We want the same for our kids, to get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The Wapaton All Sports Booster Club would like to thank those individuals, families, and businesses who sponsored Husky sports over the years. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all, but we hope you'll continue supporting Husky athletics through the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club. To learn more about what we do for the Huskies, please visit www.wapatonboosterclub.com or go to our Facebook page. Thanks from the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club. The Wapaton Daily News wishes all of the Wapaton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wapaton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wapatondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season.
All right, welcome back to Breckenridge Cowgirl Gymnasium here. Cowgirls taking on the Hawley Nuggets. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and watching 3BSN. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Brian Watson. Brian's been busy here this evening. We went down from 3 cameras to 1 now, and we are hopefully bringing you a game that you are enjoying here at home.
Earning my keep here today, Joe.
You did well, my friend. I'm glad it was you and not me.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to test any.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we found out late. We found out about 4:30 this afternoon we were going to come over and do this one, so we never got over here to do any testing. And
yeah, I mean,
you were on the fly to begin with, right?
Yeah.
When we got here and started unpacking.
No, but it's turned out good. This is a good volleyball team. It's my first chance to see Breck play this year. They play well together. And they don't make a lot of mistakes, even though they had some unforced errors in that second set. They do a good job of running their stuff and setting up their outside hitters, and their setters put it right where they need to put it.
Yep.
And they're able to put it away. And Hawley's having a tough time with Abby Johnson right now.
Abby Johnson, I believe, has 10 kills. The scoreboard says 9, but I believe she's got 10. I don't think they counted that last one for her. Got a couple of Lady Husky volleyball players watching the game here. Came over to watch tonight. You see Emma and Lydia down front.
These guys are all friends. They all know each other.
They all know each other. Absolutely. It's pretty cool, too, with social media nowadays, and everybody's just friends with everybody. So.
The only times they're not friends is when they're on the court on opposite sides. That's it.
There you go. As the officials are checking everybody's starting lineups. Again, the Cowgirls lead now 2-0, winning the first set 25-18 and the second set 25-21. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining 3BSN. We apologize for the internet difficulties that we had earlier, but I think we've got it figured out. We just went down to one camera and one camera only. We're on the private network. We want to thank Perry for helping us out with that too. So if you're watching and listening, Perry, we appreciate it. All right, going back to serve here for the Nuggets is going to be Eilertson. The left-hander serves. Dug out there by Kaler. Materi sets up Abby Johnson. Picked up in the back row there by Todd. And nice kill there, and we'll give the point to Faith Rusted. So Faith Rusted puts the Nuggets up 1-0.
Hawley trying to get off to a fast start here in the third. They don't want to fall behind too much early.
Again, Eilertson with the serve. Finkel's got to go over on the third hit. Todd picks it up in the back row. This time comes over to Rusted again. And the Cowgirls couldn't quite handle that one, and they fall down 2-0.
Another free ball that Hawley takes advantage of.
As we talked to Coach Margaret Wilson at Coach's Show the other night, and there was some struggles there sometimes in the middle sets there, that sometimes they'd lose that third set, just maybe some concentration issues, but Hawley Nuggets not going to go down easily as they get that point on the kill by Vetter.
Yeah, nice little quick set there, and Hawley have it rolling here early in the third.
So back to serve on a 3-0 lead again is Eilertson. Right at Finkel. She digs. Materi sets up Jude Held. Comes over to the near side. Back set over to the other side is Fleming. Abby Johnson sets right-hander. Puts it right into the arms of Vetter for the block and the point. And the Cowgirls falling behind 4-0 right away here in set number 3. Eilertson serves. Dug out by Johnson. Back set to Johnson. Another back set here to Rusted. Abby Johnson's got to just put that one over the net. She does. Returned by Fleming. Materi sets up Johnson with the kill, just wide out. The Cowgirls are hoping it was tipped, and they're not getting the call. All the Cowgirls went up and did that little tip sign off their fingertips.
Yeah, they thought maybe it was touched there at the net, but the officials say no, and Hawley's rolling here 5-0.
So the Cowgirls falling behind early in set number 3. Materi bumps. Jude Held's got to go over the net. She finds a spot and breaks the drought for the Cowgirls. Nice spot there from Jude Held with the kill and the point.
Good open spot there. Not a full spike, but able to put a little bit on it and have it take a dive, and they will get the point and get Cowgirls on the scoreboard.
So it was a 5-0 lead for the Nuggets as Abby Johnson serves, and not what she wanted to do, puts it right into the net.
Yeah, I mean, you have Hawley down 2-0. You really don't want to give them an opening here. and let them get one. They're like, well, hey, we can play with these guys. Let's go.
Yep. Taylor Reap back to serve. Finkrell. Materi over to Cameron Kaler, puts it away, but dug out nicely there by the Nuggets. Jude Held now puts it over the net. Todd to Eilertson. Getting it over the net is Rusted. Into the rafters, comes down out of the rafters, picked up well there by the Nuggets. Again, Materi, little back set there to Jude Held. Kind of off balance and got it in, Brian, for the point, 6-2.
Yeah, I think she really wanted to go after that one, but it was a little bit behind her. Did a good job able to get a hand on it and just had it dive right in the open spot. So just as good as a tip there, and the point's good for Jude.
Anna Erickson to serve. Vetter goes over. And that one's right into the hands and the kill of Grace Fleming at the net. So Grace puts it away for the Nuggets.
Breck looks a little out of sync in this set. You know, they look like a well-oiled machine for a while there, and they just a little out of sorts right now to start this third set.
7-2. Vetter serves. Abby Johnson and Finkrell get mixed up on communication, and it goes out of bounds and a point back to the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Joe.
Yep.
It's just out of sync there. You got two girls going for the ball, and they just gotta call it and let her take it.
Katie Todd checks in for the Nuggets. Vetter serves. Kaler. Materi, a little bit close to the net. Jude Held does a nice job getting it over, and she gets the point. As the Nuggets couldn't handle that one, they'll get the serve and the point. You know, Jude Held's a good athlete. She plays for the Cowgirls basketball team. We'll see her again this winter, won't we, Coach?
Unfortunately, I will see her this winter. Yeah, she's got some skills. She's a good athlete. She's tough on the basketball court, that's for sure.
Todd to Vetter. Back to Todd. Abby Johnson with the bump. Materi sets up Cameron Kaler on the far side. And a point. And not able to handle it was Anna Steer, point for Breckenridge.
See if they can work their way back here now, being behind a little bit. To keep their composure.
Larson to serve. She does, just inside the line. Picked up on the near side by Fleming. Going over with it is Vetter. Larson, little back set there to Undham, and she just got underneath that one too far and went way back in the lunch area, back in the commons area.
Yeah, she probably thought that one was a little bit too easy.
Nuggets lead by 5, 9-4 in set number 3. Again, the Cowgirls lead 2-0. Back to serve for the Nuggets is Faith Rusted. Johnson digs. Larson with the bump. Kaler with the kill attempt. Over to the near side. Fleming. Cameron Kaler with the kill and the point. So Kaler gets the kill. I believe that'll be 6-7 kills on Kaler. So for Cameron Kaler. They still show Abby Johnson with 9. I might have went up there a little bit late when I read that 9 on the board. Nice serve there by Kaler. With the left-handed hit, there's Eilertson. Abby Johnson bumps it over the net. Todd's got to get it over on the third one. Larson sets up Abby Johnson. Vetter. Third hit's got to go over, and it does.
You got to take advantage of one of these free balls here.
Undham with the kill. Blocked at the net by the Nuggets. There's Grace Conzemius showing her height there. There's another one for you, Coach. Another height advantage there for the Breckenridge Cowgirls.
That's something that you can't coach there. Just like Margaret said yesterday, I just want you to be tall, and she's being tall right there.
She did say that on the coaches show, didn't she? And with the attempted dig there, and a point for Grace Fleming, but the attempted dig there by Sophie Larson goes out of bounds, and it's still a 4-point lead for the Nuggets.
Yeah, they can't trade points. You got to put together a good run if you want to get back in. And trading points is not going to do you any good here.
Fleming back to serve for the Nuggets. Goes deep with it to Finkrell. Larson sets up Abby Johnson, looking for the kill. Picked up well there by the Nuggets. Larson, Finkrell, Abby Johnson. And that rolls off of Vetter's hands, so Abby Johnson with the point for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, that's a good one there. You got a good set there. And Abby able to put that one away.
Gives her 10 kills. So that is her 10th kill on the scoreboard. We'll say that's official.
Just a lot of free balls there for Breck and not able to take advantage of it. You got to use those when you're behind.
Undum puts it into the net. She got up there, just didn't quite have enough height on it to get it across the net. Again, the Cowgirls trail by 4. Going back to serve for the Nuggets, Anna Steer. Anna puts it over the net. Kaler over to Johnson. Johnson finds an empty spot in the corner for the point and brings the Cowgirls back to 3. Carcy Materi checks in. Jude Held checks back in. Cowgirls trail by 3. Materi with the serve. Picked up by Fleming. Put over the net's Vetter. Finkel's got to go over with it. Picked up by Fleming. Near side. Reap. Held. Johnson. And she tries it again. Vetter. I think it was just reflex in the back row there by, excuse me, that was not Vetter. That was Steer back there. I think it was reflex there, and she just bumped it, and she knew she shouldn't have.
Good job by Johnson there, staying active at the net. Tried to put one away, blocked right back at her, and then she gets another opportunity at it and just puts a line drive on it. And Hawley got a hand on it. That would have gone out of bounds, I think.
And Eilertson finds them where they ain't. Puts the Nuggets up back by 3, 12-9. So again, the Cowgirls trail by 3 here. They trailed at one point 5-0 at the beginning of this set. Rolls off of Finkel's fingertips and goes out of bounds, and a point for the Nuggets.
That good serve there. That one had some heat on it.
Again, back to serve is Eilertson. That's her first ace of the evening. This time Finkel bumps it up. And Jude Held. She gets the point. Point for Jude on that one on the far side. The Nuggets couldn't quite handle it, and it's a 3-point lead.
See if Breck can string a couple in a row here together instead of trading points back and forth.
Back to serve, Abby Johnson. She wants to make up for that last serve she had. And that one's right in the side there. Nice kill by Jude Held again. She's got 2 in a row. And puts the score now 13-11. And that is a timeout on the floor. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Hawley Nuggets lead the Cowgirls 13-11 here in set number 3. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of set number 3. This is Three Borders Sports Network.
Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net.
Welcome back to Cowgirl Gymnasium here. The Cowgirls trail the Hawley Nuggets in set number 3, 13-11. The Cowgirls took the first 2 sets as Abby Johnson set to serve. She puts it over. Nice serve there by Abby. Better. Excuse me, that's Eilertson. Over to the near side. Kill there, and Finkel couldn't quite dig it out. Nice kill there by Rusted. Hey, we want to give Bogey. Coach Bogenreef is watching. We want to say hi to him and thank you. And we also want to say hi to Coach Emdeck. Coach Emdeck's listening. So a couple of Breckenridge high school coaches watching. Thank you, guys. That one rolls off of Abby's arms, and putting it over is Cameron Kaler. Coach Vetter puts it in for the point for the Nuggets, and they go back up by 4.
Yeah, Breck having trouble, like Coach Wilson said. That third set can be a problem for them.
Materi sets up Cameron Kaler. Nuggets do a nice job of covering that one up, hustling up to the ball. Kaler goes a little bit wide on that kill attempt, and it's a 5-point lead for the Nuggets.
You're going to see a timeout here again.
Yes, we are going to see a timeout again. We want to just thank everybody for tuning in. Coach Bogey, I think you know him well.
Yeah, he came over on our side, on the good side of the river, we'll say, and helped us out, helped us get to a state tournament, and brought everything that he learned from the Lady Huskies back to Breckenridge, and they were able to take care of us last year. So
we're joking, of course. And, Bogey's
little
back
bit.
over. Yeah, I know a little bit. We got to give him a hard time because we know Bogey very well. So, and Coach Emdeck, we're just getting to know him too as well. So we want to say hi and thanks to him. You guys want to shoot us a text and you want a little shout out, we will do that for you. You can send it to my text message or my inbox is 701-640-2619. That's 701-640-2619. If you want to give us a little shout out, we'll give you one back. Back to serve is Reap. Cowgirls trail by 5. Kaler. Vetter gets that one up and not quite able to come up with it. There was Reap. It was a little bit of miscommunication there between Fleming and Reap, and Reap couldn't get to it in time.
Okay, so you get what you want coming out of the timeout. You get a point there, but you gotta stay with it. You can't keep trading, going back and forth here. You gotta string something together.
Erickson to serve. Over to the near side, Fleming. Materi gets a hand on it. Got to go over with it. Not quite. It was Materi as the girls were both running for it and couldn't quite get it over. Finkrell comes in now. Nuggets lead 17-12.
Now, Hawley was able to make a little bit of a run against Breck when they were down. We'll see if the Cowgirls can put something together themselves.
Jude held. Puts it in, picked up nicely by Reap. Fleming goes over to the net with it to Finkrell. Materi goes over to Konzemius, and she wasn't quite ready for that one. Be tall, Grace. That's what Coach Wilson says. Kaler. Over to the other side. Rusted. Good dig there. Gets it over. Nice play by Grace Konzemius. And again, a nice play at the net by Grace Konzemius. Near side. And that one is off the hands of the Cowgirls and a point for Fleming. Nice rally there, Coach.
Yeah, nice rally. Materi with a great save there. One-handed dig to get that thing back in play. But Hawley able to come away with the point there.
6-point lead for the Nuggets. Vetter back to serve again. Abby Johnson over to Kaler. Gets it over on the other side of the net. Not able to quite block it was Anna Steer at the net. She was there joined by Faith Rusted. And a point to the Cowgirls. 18-13. They trail the Nuggets. Set number 3. Cowgirls lead 2-0. Leading away for the Cowgirls with 12 kills is Abby Johnson. And Larson serves. Set. And that one goes out just a little bit too strong there by Steer.
Yes, she had a good opportunity there and just not able to keep it in play. And Cowgirls get one more.
So Larson back to serve. To Vetter. Back set. And a kill. Nice kill there by Rusted. It was a nice set and then a nice kill by Rusted getting up in the air for the point.
Yeah, just wide open there. No defenders there for Breck. And those are easy to put away. It can be tough sometimes to put them away on that right side, but you're wide open like that.
Rusted to serve. Johnson. Larson to Kaler. Nice block at the net there by Steer. Good play by the Nuggets there to get that thing over, right over the tape. Konzemius bumps it up. And Johnson with the kill attempt. Larson sets up Kaler, picked up by Vetter. Ball at the net, and Grace Konzemius getting tall at the net. Brian.
Tall, that'll come in handy sometimes, and Breck needed it right there.
They needed to stop that run by the Nuggets. The Cowgirls trail by 4, back to serve Kaler. Fleming sets up Vetter. Off the tape. Grace Konzemius was there, but just off the tape, and it just rolled off the tape for the point.
Yeah, Cowgirls got some work to do now. Hawley first to cover that 20 mark.
Back to serve now is Fleming for the Nuggets. Finkel. Larson to Johnson. Rusted, and a tip over the net, and it is outside. And putting that one outside was Reap, so it's a point for the Cowgirls, trailing by 4. First one to 20 is the Nuggets. They lead 20-16. Finkel to serve. Vetter. Reap goes over the net. Larson back sets to Undum. Vetter's got to go over the net. Johnson. Back to Johnson for the kill. Just a little bit wide on that back roll. So Abby Johnson misfired on that one. She'd like to have that one back because there was nobody there. She just hit it a little too deep.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Just not able to take advantage of it.
So back to serve is Anna Steer for the Nuggets. Nice serve. Nice serve there by Anna Steer with the ace. A little bit too short there for Kaler to cover. We got a timeout on the floor on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're in set number 3. The Hawley Nuggets 22, the Breckenridge Cowgirls 16. We'll take a break, and when we come right back, we'll have more of set number 3 right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Falls sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent Financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial.
Welcome back, everybody, to Breckenridge Gymnasium here, home of the Cowgirls volleyball team tonight. They're taking on the Hawley Nuggets. Right now, the Hawley Nuggets lead in set number 3, 22-16. But the Cowgirls lead 2-0 in sets. Steer to serve. Kaler to Larson to Abby Johnson. Puts it over right in the corner. This time she found that corner, Brian. She's got to push that one over the net for the point.
Yeah, just find the open spot. They're not able to get on top of it. Just go ahead and push it back in the deep corner, and Hawley not able to get it. There's been times where they run that or hit it back there, and then Hawley can't handle it, can't set it, and then they get a free ball coming back.
Materi. Fleming picks it up. Vetter goes over the net. Jude Held's got to go over. Picked up on the far side by Eilertson. Over is Rusted. Materi sets up Abby Johnson. Is out. It was close, but it was called out. Abby Johnson with 13 kills.
That's pretty close there, Joe.
That was very close.
She called it in at first and then changed her flag there.
Yep. Eilertson back to serve. The Nuggets 2 points away from the set win. Leading by 6. And again, confusion in the back row between Finkel and Johnson. Good spot there on the serve by Eilertson.
Yeah, just out of sync in this set, though. Get out of it and regroup and come back in the fourth.
So we're going to have Eilertson serving for the set win. Gets it over. Johnson, Materi, back to Jude Held. She puts it over. Again, a little bit of off-balance hit there. Was behind her, but she puts it in the right spot.
Little blooper, a little C&I single there, Joe.
Second one of the night for her. 24-18. Cowgirls got to make a run. Johnson with the serve. Sets up to the near side. Rusted. Finkel picks it up, hit the rafter. Comes right back down to Materi. Near side, Rusted. Finkel picks it up again. Materi to Johnson, and that is a point and a set win for the Nuggets as they defeat the Cowgirls 25-18 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're going to head to set number 4. The Cowgirls lead in sets 2-1. We'll be back right after these messages on Three Borders Sports Network.
Expert service for season-long performance. RDO does that in Breckenridge. Leaf and snow removal seasons challenge your equipment. Make sure it's prepared for the tasks ahead. At RDO, we'll perform all regularly scheduled maintenance and switch out attachments, so your John Deere and other brands will run at peak performance all season long. We'll even pick up and deliver your equipment. Talk about easy. Call 218-643-2601 to schedule service at RDO in Breckenridge.
At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. We want the same for our kids, to get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Welcome back to Breckenridge Gymnasium, home of the Cowgirls volleyball team. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in and watching us tonight here on 3BSN. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Brian Watson. Our set sponsor here is going to be Gripper Sports. Hey, Gripper Sports with the all-new Roland Vinyl Print Cutter. Make sure you stop down and see Tyler and Wayne and get your own vinyl signed. They made a big, nice one for us. And we've got it hanging up here at Breckenridge Gymnasium, so hopefully the folks can see and watch us at home. We want to thank all the folks from Hawley tuning in as well as the Breckenridge faithful. Gripper Sports, set number 4 sponsor. Stop down and see Gripper for your cowboy and cowgirl needs, your husky and lady husky needs. Warbirds, the Tri-State guys, the BW Blades. He's got all that apparel, all them t-shirts and stuff he's got going on down there. He can do some vinyl printing for you.
A little bit of everything down there.
Stop down and see Tyler and Grip down on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton. Thanks for being a sponsor, Grip. So the Cowgirls lead 2-1 here. The Nuggets came back and took set number 3.
Let's see if they can shake it off here. They just really looked out of sync.
That's what Coach,
after cruising in those first 2 sets, and Coach Wilson said sometimes that third set can be a tough one.
Yep.
You got to hope though that you're not giving too much confidence into Hawley, and they go on a roll.
Serving for the. Do I hear a whistle? Yeah, I did hear a whistle. What was
going to do a restart here.
Okay, something happened. I didn't see what happened, so we're going to do a reset there. Larson served. I was trying to watch what was going on there, and I lost track of my call. Sorry about that, folks.
I don't know if there was a whistle there to start or not.
So Larson to serve again. Picked up in the back row by Fleming. Over to the near side. Reap goes over. Finkel picks it up for the Cowgirls. Over to the far side. Kaler finds it right in the middle of the court for the point and the kill. Cameron Kaler coming alive here. She's got 8 kills now for the Cowgirls.
Didn't look out of sync there.
Nope.
Nice set, nice kill there to put it away.
The ball went way deep on that kill there by Kaler. Finally gets retrieved and back to Larson for the serve. Cowgirls lead 1-0. Picked up by Rusted. Vetter goes over with it. Undum tries to go over and picked up and blocked at the net there by Vetter. Vetter is at the net and goes off her arm, so Vetter doing a nice job defensively at the net, but just couldn't quite control that one.
Yeah, Vetter right there where you need to be, but just not able to send it back to the other side.
So the Cowgirls jump out to the early lead here, 2-0. Rusted sets up Vetter. And Vetter with the kill for the point.
And what you going to do about that one, Joe?
Nope. So the Nuggets jumped out to a 5-0 lead in set number 3, and the Cowgirls just couldn't recover from that. And now the Cowgirls with a 2-1 lead. Back to serve is Eilertson. Kaler with the kill and the point for the Cowgirls as Todd could not handle that for the Nuggets. Kaler coming alive now with her kills.
Going out from the outside there. Another good set and a good put away. Put that one almost in the same spot. Hawley able to get a hand on it, but not able to put it back in play.
Kaler to serve. She's in double digits with kills with 10. That one goes out on the kill attempt by Rusted. Point for the Cowgirls.
Now Breck looks like they did in the first 2 sets, at least to start out here. They
jump out to a 4-1 lead here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, and that one's going to count for the Cowgirls as Todd could not handle that one on the service there by Cameron Kaler.
Yeah, just got away from her.
Little knuckleball maybe coming across
Yeah.
there. That time Todd handles it. Set to the near side. It's covered up by Rusted and goes a little bit deep, and Finkel can't handle it deep. It'll be a point back to the Nuggets.
Good hustle there by Finkel, try and keep that ball in play, just not able to stay with it.
So going back to serve now for the Nuggets is going to be the senior, Taylor Reap. And that one is...
That might have gone long.
That might have gone long, and I think Finkel knew that as soon as she went
As soon
backwards.
as she put her hands on it, she's like,
It's easy for us to say when we sit up here, but
Yeah.
I think she knew it.
that was coming in hot.
It was. 5-3 lead now for the Cowgirls. Back to serve again is Taylor Reap. Kaler to Larson. Over the other side to Johnson. Reap off Todd. And then it goes off of the hands of Eilertson. That'll be too many hits. It'll be a point for the Cowgirls. Anna Erickson checks back in for the Cowgirls. Finkel back to serve. Right into the net, unfortunately, for the Cowgirls, and it cuts the lead to 2 for the Nuggets. Checking in is Anna Steer. She goes into the front row for the Nuggets. Back to serve is Vetter. Maria Vetter for the Nuggets. Puts it in. Kaler to Johnson. Tipped at the net there by the Nuggets. A little bit close to the net. That one's going to be trouble. And right at the net to cover that one up is Grace Fleming for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you wreck into the net there.
6-5, so the Nuggets cut the lead to 1 now. As Maria Vetter goes back. Serves again. Larson's got to bump it up in the air. Kaler goes over with it. Goes deep into the corner with it. Picked up by the Nuggets. Fleming goes over. Kaler. Finkel's got to go over with it. Goes deep to Vetter. Other side now to Rusted. Again, a nice dig there by Finkel, and it falls in on the Nuggets side for the point for the Cowgirls. So a big point there and a nice play by Finkel.
Yeah, Cowgirls doing a good job of fending off a couple of balls that should have come over as free, but Hawley put something on them, and Cowgirls able to dig it out and send it back over and come away with that point.
Checking in is Carsey Materi to Vetter. Over the net, and I believe it's out. Yes, it is out. My eyes were right on that one, Brian. It is called out by the officials.
There was an open spot there, and it looked like it was going to fall in, but just a little bit outside.
So we got a timeout on the floor on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Cowgirls 8, the Nuggets 5. We'll be back right after this message on Three Borders Sports Network.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric.
We are back here at Breckenridge Gymnasium. Carsey Materi with the serve. The Cowgirls lead 8-5. That one's a good kill there by Anna Erickson for the point, and the Cowgirls jump up to a 4-point lead. And we just set up a little bit too close to the net for the Nuggets, and Erickson was there to kill it and put it away. Materi serves again. Vetter picks it up. Near side to Fleming. Materi over to Johnson. Nice block at the net. We'll give that credit to Jude Held on that one. She was at the net and covered that one up in a hurry. And the Cowgirls jump out 10-5.
Yeah, just a great block there by Jude. Able to send it right back down the line.
Materi to serve again. This time a little dink at the net there is successful by Anna Steer. Nice spot.
Yeah, I think that's her spot. That's her move, that little tip to the side there rather than going to the middle. She's been successful in that a few times.
10-6 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Set number 4. Cowgirls lead 2-1 in sets. Materi sets up the far side to Jude Held. A little bit long on Jude, and it's going to be a point for the Nuggets. Some of the kill attempts have been a little bit long for the Cowgirls tonight.
Yeah, just not all the way on top of the ball. Just too far in back of it and just sails on them.
Back to serve is Rusted. Johnson to Materi. Back set to Johnson.
Thought he was going to go out almost.
Yep.
Just reaction to try and keep that in play. You're right there on the line.
So the Nuggets sneaking up again. They trail by 2, 10-8. Again, Rusted to serve. Hey, excuse me, Kaler. Back over to Johnson and right at Vetter. Again, Finkel dives to save that one. Jude Held puts it over the net. Vetter saves. Nice block at the net there by the Cowgirls on that kill attempt by Steer. Got a whistle and 4 hits. It was
4
called
there on Hawley.
I didn't see it, Brian. Somewhere there was a 4th hit, is what the officials are saying.
I don't know if it was off the block there. Or...
It's back to serve, Abby Johnson. Sophomore puts it across the net. We got another whistle and a lift called that time against Hawley, so it'll be a point to the Cowgirls. So just exactly what Coach Wilson wants to see here. Now the Cowgirls starting to stretch out the lead a little bit here in set number 4. Abby Johnson with the serve. Nice dig by Fleming. Rusted sets up Eilertson, but right at the net are the Cowgirls for the point.
Yeah, Hawley did a good job of coming back and getting it to within 2. But Breck holding their composure and able to stretch out the lead again here.
Abby Johnson with the serve. Gets it in, picked up by Fleming. Rusted. Again, that little tap there by Steer didn't work that time for her. And there's a nice kill by Kaler. And Kaler's approaching, I believe that is her 11th kill.
She's got it going on the outside there.
Yeah, she's got it going now, too. She's picked up in kills here since Abby Johnson had her run in the second set. And now Kaler with her run. So 13 kills so far for Abby Johnson, 11 for Cameron Kaler. Checking in for the Nuggets is Marissa Ollis. Johnson to serve. And gets it in. Fleming. Steer. And that one's out. So the Cowgirls making a run here. 15-8.
Yeah, I think a little frustration there by Hawley. Just kind of slapping at it and not really trying to put it away. And that one sails outside.
So on the Farmers Union Insurance, we got a timeout on the floor. The Nuggets want to take a timeout. So on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowgirls 15, the Nuggets 8. So again, the Cowgirls starting to stretch out that lead a little bit now here in set number 4. Again, the Cowgirls took set number 1, 25-18, set number 2, 25-21, and then they dropped set number 3, 25-18. Again, we talked with Coach Wilson at the coaches show last night, Brian, and that's what she talked about. That little bit of a letdown by the Cowgirls, but then they come back strong.
Yeah, they come right back in. They just really looked out of whack in the third. But if you know your team, you know your team, and she called it. And but they're coming back strong here in the fourth, and we'll see if they can finish it out.
So the Nuggets looking to try and break the streak here by Abby Johnson as she's setting up to serve, and she gets the whistle ready for play. Johnson, Todd picks it up. Rusted gets it over to the near side. Eilertson, and they hit it back deep. I didn't see who hit that. Was that Materi?
I think so.
I believe it was Materi there on that one. So Carsey Materi with the point for the Cowgirls. Stretch it out. They double up the Nuggets 16-8 here in set number 4. So Abby Johnson's gonna get another substitution coming in for the Nuggets here. Reap comes in, and also checking in Natalia, Lundquist. First time Lundquist has been in tonight. She goes to the back row. So Abby Johnson. Vetter picks it up. Far side over to Fleming. Back set Materi to Held, and she gets it in for the kill. That time Jude held with the kill.
Nice set and nice put away by Jude there.
Should give her 6. It does give her 6 kills on the evening. Checking back in now. Just that quick. Lundqvist comes out.
We're
back
cruising
in
a little bit here.
So 17-8 lead now. Johnson on a roll. Gets that one in and aims at Eilertson, and Eilertson off of her arms for the point on the ace.
That's a great serve there. It just comes over and takes a dive and just tough to handle.
Substitution for the Nuggets is going to be Isabel Steer, an 8th grader. So Isabel Steer checks into the front row. 8th grader for the Nuggets. Johnson to serve. Picked up by Fleming. Now over to Isabel Steer. She goes right-handed. Johnson picks it up. Over to Jude held for the, that was Cameron Kaler. Cameron Kaler for the kill. So she's creeping up there in the kills column along with Abby Johnson. She's got 12 on the night.
Abby getting her done here behind the line now.
Yes, she's got to run. I should have kept track there. Abby's, again, Todd picks it up. Materi sets up Jude held, looks for a spot here on the near side, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Nuggets.
Jude trying to give Hawley a little bit of their own medicine there with that little side tap and just a little bit wide.
So the Nuggets with the point. Got the lead to 19-9 here. Back to serve is Fleming. Gets it over. Johnson with the dig. Materi with the set over to Cameron Kaler. And the Nuggets not able to handle that one. Diving for that one on the near side was Reap, but not able to get there in time. Gives the Cowgirls a 20-9 lead. So Erickson's going to go back for the service as we have another substitution coming in for the Nuggets. And that is going to be Ellie Hastings, a junior. Hastings in for the Nuggets. Erickson to serve. Gets it right in, and it's over to Fleming, and that one's going to go up into the rafters, but it comes back down, and Fleming does a nice job getting it back over to the Breckenridge side. And that time, Jude held again with the point and the kill for the Cowgirls. Gives them a 21-9 lead. And we have a timeout on the floor. So with that timeout on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowgirls 21, the Nuggets 9. We'll be back right after this message. This is Three Borders Sports Network.
The Wapaton All Sports Booster Club would like to thank those individuals, families, and businesses who sponsored Husky sports over the years. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all, but we hope you'll continue supporting Husky athletics through the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club. To learn more about what we do for the Huskies, please visit www.wapatonboosterclub.com or go to our Facebook page. Thanks from the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club.
Welcome back to Cowgirl Gymnasium here in Breckenridge, Minnesota. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Erickson to serve. Cowgirls lead 21-9 in set number 4. There goes Steer with the kill. Blocked there and taken up well by the Cowgirls. Over to the far side, and that kill attempt there by Isabel Steer falls into the net, and it's a point for the Cowgirls. They're 3 away from clinching the set and the match. Isabel Steer, the 8th grader, over on the far side for the Nuggets. Vetter picks it up. Gets it over to the near side. That kill attempt by Hastings. Nice little tap there for the point was Cameron Kaler.
Kaler doing a nice job tonight. Both her and Abby Johnson and Jude Held doing a great job with the net tonight.
Serve. Hastings. Back to Hastings in the 3rd attempt. Can't quite get it over. And that puts the Cowgirls 1 point away. Hey, folks, stay tuned to our post-game show sponsored by the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club. We're going to have head coach of the Cowgirls, Margaret Wilson, in our post-game show. Vetter rolls off her hands. Fleming back up into the net. Unfortunately goes Isabel Steer for the Nuggets, but that will be a game-winning point for the set for the Cowgirls, defeating the Hawley Nuggets in the match 25-9. So the Cowgirls come back and defeat the Hawley Nuggets in 4. So we will take a break. I said that the post-game show was sponsored by the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club, right? That's all right? Even though we're on the Breckenridge side of the river?
Yeah, you got it right.
They did support us all through the season, so we appreciate them being one of our sponsors. And we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club post-game show.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net.
Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Fall sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent Financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial.
Expert service for season-long performance. RDO does that in Breckenridge. Leaf and snow removal seasons challenge your equipment. Make sure it's prepared for the tasks ahead. At RDO, we'll perform all regularly scheduled maintenance and switch out attachments, so your John Deere and other brands will run at peak performance all season long. We'll even pick up and deliver your equipment. Talk about easy. Call 218-643-2601 to schedule service at RDO in Breckenridge.
At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. We want the same for our kids, to get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric. The Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club would like to thank those individuals, families, and businesses who sponsored Husky sports over the years. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all, but we hope you'll continue supporting Husky athletics through the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club. To learn more about what we do for the Huskies, please visit www.wahpetonboosterclub.com or go to our Facebook page. Thanks from the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Brian Watson. And as you can see off to my left here on the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club, sorry, we're in a Cowgirls stadium here, but we're going to credit the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club for our post-game sponsor, Margaret. Head coach of the Cowgirls volleyball team, Margaret Wilson. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What a nice win.
Yeah, it was a good one.
All right, we start out winning 25-18 in set number one. You're feeling pretty good.
Yep.
Taking on 8AA, by the way, 8AA Hawley, and you came back with a nice win.
That was pleasantly surprised with how we started. Didn't
Abby
think that it
Johnson
was
wants.
gonna be
Come on in,
super-
Abby.
They didn't think it was going to be as strong as it was, but Abby, hi.
Abby's on the camera with us here, so Abby Johnson here with us on the camera. But yeah, it was 25-18 set number 1. Set number 2, a little tighter, 25-21.
Yep. Mentally, we just slowed down a little bit. But Hawley picked up their offense, too.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't make as many errors either. So, that was to be expected.
All right, so set number 3 now, we kind of go backwards again. Like you talked on the coaches' show last night, you're shaking your head.
Yeah.
Like you talked last night on the coaches' show, sometimes we have that little fading moment,
Yes.
if you will. And so we struggled a little bit in set number 3 and fall 25-18.
Yeah, I could feel that coming.
Did you?
Even before we started the set, I was talking to the coaches, and I just thought, how are we not going to let up?
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know. We just relax, and then, set 4, then we turn it back on. So we got to get over that hump. We got to figure out what to do differently there, because we can't have that. We got to be able to start sweeping some teams, especially when we win the first 2 pretty handedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen you play, but like you said, like you commented last night, you look like a totally different team in that third set.
I know.
It's like, what's going on? I mean, cruise through 2 of them, and then you just look unsettled and out of sync.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, it starts with us creating errors on our own, right? They're not earning points. We're just hitting in the net, hitting it out of bounds, not talking
Unforced error,
defensively. Yeah, exactly. And then we pick it up a little bit, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to do anymore. I don't know. We just don't have that leadership in that third set, or somebody that just is going to take charge and not let it happen. But then the fourth set.
But yeah,
it's a
look at what
completely different
happened
team.
in the fourth set. 25-9, you came back strong. Again, led by Abby Johnson and Cameron Kaler.
Yep.
Just coming on strong here in the fourth set.
Yeah,
so.
Right? It's a completely different team.
Yep.
We hit the ball well. We didn't make as many errors. We earned a lot more points. Maybe they just need me to get mad at them or something. I don't know. But man,
she doesn't get mad.
Frustrated.
Does she get mad in the huddle, Abby?
No. Yeah, but I mean, that's what we should do every set, So our focus from here on out, kind of practice-wise and match-wise, we have 2 big matches coming up next week with Frazee and then Barnesville. So we gotta figure this out before we meet up with Barnesville, because they're not gonna let us take 2 sets and then they're just a really good team. So we can't have those mental lapses anymore. So that's something we got to figure out.
Are those home or away or both?
We're home Monday. No, we're away Monday at Frazee, and then home Thursday.
And then home Thursday against
Yep.
Barnesville. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Some good performances for you tonight. Abby, then Kaler as well. Jude had a pretty good night, and Grace was tall for a couple points there.
Yeah, she was. Toriana did a nice job on the right side too. We blocked a little bit better this game than we did on Tuesday night. We started digging the ball well. Riley Finkrell, if we didn't have her in the back row, we'd be hurting a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm hurting just watching her.
Yeah,
right?
there's a couple balls that she got to. I didn't think she's going to get to, and she's laying out for balls too as well.
Yeah, she's not going to let up. She's a go-getter. Yeah. So without her in the back row, we'd be lost. So we appreciate her leadership back there.
Yeah, again, Jude Held had a good game for you too. She had 7 kills. Again, Abby's had 13 kills, and Cameron Kaler had 13 kills. So again, a good night. Spread the ball around.
Yeah, with the experience that we bring back with this team, we expect it to be everybody, kind of on an even plane. Maybe 1 or 2 stand out a night, but without them all working together,
it's a good team.
We're going to struggle.
Absolutely.
So it's a huge team effort. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Coach?
No, I'm good. I was impressed. We haven't seen you play, and
I am very impressed.
You called it last night. It went exactly the way that you said.
Unfortunately.
that's a good coach right there.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming.
No
means
problem. You're welcome, and we appreciate you asking us. So we're
maybe next week.
We're happy to be here.
We'll see what happens. We had a little technical difficulty, but we got it all figured out. And
we had to go down to 1 camera, Margaret. We had 3 cameras all set up, and we had to go to 1. So we lost a glitch in there somewhere. So you might see, if you go back and watch it tonight, you might see 2 different feeds. But
I'll piece them together. They'll be all one. The beginning will be a little choppy, but the second after the first set, everything's pretty good.
Cool.
So.
Cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Abby, you want to get on the microphone? You want to talk?
You got anything to say?
Anything to say?
Anything more important than me?
I think she came up to talk to you first.
Probably.
I came up here to cheer you on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for your support.
Well, anyway, Abby, nice game for you. 13 kills, and Three aces.
aces.
Man, awesome night for you. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to you and the Cowgirls. So.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you very
Margaret,
much.
good luck.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Take care, guys.
All right,
All
head
right, thank
coach
you.
of the Cowgirls volleyball team, Margaret Wilson, and one of her key players tonight, Abby Johnson, joining us here in the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club postgame show. Nice of Abby to step in and say hi to us too as well, Brian. You turned that just enough to catch you. Yeah, you did. I'll slide over a little.
Yeah, we can
closer.
do a little bit there, I guess. I don't know. My big mug in there.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be wearing our. You're welcome, Margaret. We're supposed to be wearing our masks, but we're up here alone, so we'll take the masks off here while we're broadcasting, and just a great night of cowgirl volleyball for the Cowgirls tonight.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't seen these guys play. We hear about them a little bit. We spend a lot of time on the other side of the river, but it's nice to get over here and watch these guys play. They did well, but man, when a coach knows their team, they really know their team. I don't know. I'm looking. We're starting the third set, and I'm like, okay, they're going to sweep them.
Mm-hmm.
And they just look like a totally different team.
It did, didn't it?
But then to be able to come back and get your composure back after playing not so poorly in that third, that can be hard to do. But they went right back to the way that they looked in the first two sets, and just made it look easy again.
Yeah, the fourth set was just an awesome display of what they could do. So I think that Coach Margaret Wilson wants that more and more. As a coach, you know that you get a team or one night that team plays really well, and you want that again the next night. Same thing here in volleyball. You get that in one set, you want it back again in the next set.
Well, consistency is the key. It doesn't matter what the sport is. You need to be consistent.
Yep.
And when you play, that's the frustrating part as a coach. When you play so well in two sets like that, and then you just kind of fall apart in the third set, as a coach, you're like, well, what's going on here? Why can't we just play that way all the time? And it's the same way in basketball. You play well in the first half, and you don't play so well in the second half. You just got to figure out a way to put it all together. And if they can, they can be a tough out. And you're playing against a bigger school. They got it going a little bit here. Yep. Undefeated now still, and some tough opponents coming up, and a little bit of rivalry. Rivalry games. They play Barnesville. You throw records out the window, and you just play. And you got to be ready to play, and you got to bring it, and you have to be ready for a full match, and not just bits and pieces. Otherwise, it can go wrong for you. So we'll see if they can piece things together and stay consistent and improve. It's all about improving. You got to get better with each match.
Yep.
And if they can do that, then they can put together a really good season here.
All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight, Brian. Otherwise, we're going to be sweeping and putting away the lights here in the stands. So
we don't have Mel kicking us out, but I'm sure somebody will come over here and try and kick us out. So
Chad will be here. Chad was hovering around earlier. I see.
Yeah, he'll kick us out. Yeah. So I'm surprised they let us in here, but.
Well, we appreciate the Cowgirls asking us to come in tonight. Margaret sent us a text late. We had a little technical difficulty managing the internet here, but my man here to my right, Brian Watson, got it handled for us. So nice job handling the difficulties, Brian. Nice job.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to go back and watch, sorry, I'll piece both streams together. There's two that are going to be out there right now, and hopefully sometime later tomorrow, they'll be pieced together and there'll be one. So it'll get reposted. The links will change, but it'll be available on our website, and you'll be able to find it on our YouTube page too as well.
Once again, thanks to Emily for the swag.
Yep, definitely. Thanks to my wife for putting together our clothing line here.
So thanks, Emily, for that. I guess that's going to wrap it up for all of our sponsors. We got the Wapaton Daily News, OSPTI, Thrivent, RDO Equipment, Richland IFC, Scott's Electric, Farmers Union Insurance, and the Wapaton All Sports Booster Club. And, of course, don't forget Ripper and Tyler over on Dakota Avenue in Wapaton for all your favorite team sports apparel.
Yeah, we appreciate all our sponsors. Like I said, it's always fun to bring these games, and hopefully we'll get to a couple more games on this side of the river, and then we have a game Tuesday night back in Wapaton.
That's what the title says, Three Border Sports. So
That's
we're
right.
happy to come over here to the Minnesota side and do that for Margaret and the team.
That's right.
All right, that's going to wrap it up from here for Three Border Sports Network. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we will see you Tuesday from Husky Gymnasium with the volleyball game there. Good night, everybody.